The UK! Of the UK! Who wrote this? Whoever wrote this does not know how to speak correct English. I do not appreciate it. Hello there! Today I'm going to be finding out how British Asian I actually am by doing a British Asian quiz. It does look a little bit budget, I will admit. The design of the website is very Web 1.0. But I'm hoping there are going to be some relevant questions to help me discern how much of a British Asian I am or how much of a coconut I am. I'm fine with either or, but let's get into it. Let's have some fun. Which man, born in Warrington to Chinese parents, appeared in 3 James Bond films, but is probably best remembered for playing Kato in the Pink Panther movies? Benedict Wong, David Yip, Paul Chan, or Burt Kwok? I only really know Benedict Wong, and I feel like he's American, but maybe he was born in the UK. It doesn't give me an answer, right? So I'm not gonna know. Or is that the correct answer? I don't know. We're gonna find out at the end, I guess. How do we better know the actor that was born in Snainton? It's up in Yorkshire. Krishna Pandit Bunji. I know this. This is Sir Ben Kingsley. Ramesh Ranganathan. I'd love that. If your name was Krishna Pandit Bunji and you were like, oh, I need to like make my name a little easier to pronounce, and then you changed it to Ramesh Ranganathan. Jaspinder Man, who I've never heard of, sang lead vocals on Spaceman 1996, a track that topped the UK charts in 1996. Wow. Well, it's good that it topped the charts in the same year that they recorded those vocals, and then set a record when it sold 383,000 copies in its first week of release. What was the name of his band? I know it's not One Direction. I don't know about Babylon Zoo. I know Corner Shop is Tajinder Singh. So I'm going to go with Apache Indian. That is purely just I don't know what Babylon Zoo is. So maybe it is Babylon Zoo? Anyway, which Coventry-born British Indian musician had a top 5 hit on UK charts in 2002 with Mundi and Tabachke? That would be Punjabi MC. I know that. I know I'm going to get at least one of these questions right, and also I know that I got the Ben Kingsley one right, but the others have been a little bit of guess. 2006 saw the first player of Indian descent to both play and score in football's English Premier League. Which man was this? I did not know that there was a brown man in the English Premier League because I don't watch football. So 2006 is quite a long time ago. Hamza Chowdhury, Yan Danda, Michael Chopra. You know what? I've heard the name Michael Chopra. I've heard this name. I'm just gonna go with that name because I've heard it and I haven't really heard the other ones. Ashmita Ale. Is that Ashmita Ale or Ashmita Ale? That sounds like a good name for an alcoholic beverage. The Ashmita Ale. It's got an Indian flavor. Ale with a bit of spice. Was the first English Nepali woman to play football in the Women's Super League. I don't know what that is either. Is that American football? Sounds like American football. The Super League, the WSL. Ladies doing quarterback and touchdown things. She has played for Aston Villa. Right, well, that's not American football. I know that is a football team. She's played for Aston Villa, Tottenham Hotspur, and in 2024 signed for which club? Chelsea or Leicester City? There's only 2 clubs. Oh wow, it's a 50-50, guys. I don't know. She played for Aston Villa. I reckon she'd go better than Aston Villa. I'm assuming Chelsea's better than that. But didn't Leicester City win the league recently? So maybe Leicester City's the better one? I don't know. I don't know anything about football and I don't care. Ask me a cricket question. Professor Ted Cantle said that which woman had done more for British Muslim relations than 10 years of government policy after she won the 6th series of BBC's The Great British Bake Off 2015. I think I know this one. Her name was Nadia. That's it. Nadia Hussain. Pinky Lilani, Anushka Astana, and Basha Mukherjee. I don't know who those are. Are those real names? I mean, like, are those real people is what I was trying to say. Oops, gone too far. Tej Lalvani, the CEO of UK... The CEO of the it should be the UK, not of UK's largest vitamin company. It's of the UK's largest vitamin company. I don't like this. I hate this UK, right? It's of the UK. The UK. Where's where's the, right? It's the CEO of the UK's largest vitamin company, Vitabiotics. Is well known to TV viewers after spending 5 years on which show? He was on Dragon's Den. I remember that. Made in Chelsea. That'd be so funny. Celebrity wrestling! That's even better. I'm sorry, I just imagined the guy as a celebrity wrestler. In 2022, who became the first British Asian appointed to the position of Prime Minister of UK? The UK! Of the UK! Who wrote this? Whoever wrote this does not know how to speak correct English. I do not appreciate it. That would be 2 words or just surname. Well, I'm just gonna go with surname. Sunak. Innit? It's my buddy Sunak. You know about Sunak? He became Prime Minister, bro. He is proper safe, lad. But also not safe, depending on which political party that you support. I have no political affiliation because it's better for my career career if I don't. In 2019, which British Indian became the first person to hold the political post of Home Secretary? 2019. I think that was Sajid. Sajid Javid was before Preeti Patel and Suella Braverman, and I don't know who Shabnam Mahmood is. So, well, I'm going to submit my answers. Don't ask me for an email address. Oh, it wasn't Benedict Wong. Also, this reminds me that we only got one question about an East Asian British person rather than, you know, well, brown like me. So that's a bit racist. A bit underrepresented. I'm standing up for my East Asian brothers and sisters. Burt Kwok. I mean, I don't know who that is. I've never heard of them. But they're apparently in 3 James Bond films, so good for him. Oh, these are like old James Bond films from the 1950s and 1960s. How am I supposed to know that, blood? So Ben Kingsley was correct. Oh, Apache Indian was wrong. Jasmine Demand was on Babylon Zoo. I have no idea what that is, and I don't care. Commentary Born was Punjabi MC. Michael Chopra, I got that right. Yes, I did know that I've heard this name Michael Chopra before. Asmita Ale, well, she went to Leicester City, not Chelsea. Great, so I fucked that as well. Ted Khan was, yeah, it was Nadia Hussain. Tejal Alvani was on Dragon's Den. 2022, who became the first British Prime Minister is Sunak. British Asian. First British Asian as Prime Minister is Rishi Sunak, blood. Oh, it was Preeti Patel. I could have sworn that Sajid Javid was Home Secretary at some point, was he not? Wait, when was Sajid Javid? Wait, hold on. No. Back up. Home Secretary, 30th of April 2018. This quiz is wrong. When was she? She rose to the role of Home Secretary in 2019. This is wrong. You are bloody lying. Have I gotten something wrong here? Hold on. It says 2019, which British Indian became the first person? British Indian. Right. 5 sons of Pakistani parents, right? They caught me out on the technicality. I got the Pakistani. Then why did they have him as an option? That was such a... I've been trapped, blood. I feel entrapment, blood. Like, that's not fair. I should have known. British Indian. This is a British Asian quiz. I didn't know it said British Indian, innit? My score was an abysmal 6 out of 10, which makes me 60% British Asian. And I'm proud of it, blood. Proper proud of it. The other 40% of me is just dumb as fuck. The average score for this quiz is 7 out of 10, so I'm really dumb. Anyway, subscribe for more nonsense like this. Hit the like button, leave a comment, and follow me on social media, like TikTok and Instagram. I'm much more active on Instagram. Safe.